So, hi, hello everyone. Welcome to session 6. Already we know about age distribution. Okay, pre-reproductive age and reproductive age and post-reproductive age. Okay, so based on this, we can construct age pyramids for human population. Okay, so what are age pyramids? See, age pyramids are graphical representation obtained by plotting age distribution for population. Age distribution for population. Okay, the shape of pyramids reflects the growth status of human population. Okay, it may be expanding or stable or declining. Okay, so now we will study it one by one. Now, so in this pyramid we can observe the pre-reproductive individuals are very large and the reproductive individuals are more in number compared to post-reproductive individuals. These two are more in number. Okay, so that's why the birth rate is very high in expanding population. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಬರ್ತ್ ರೇಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದ ಪಿರಮಿಡ್, ದಿಸ್ ಏಜ್ ಪಿರಮಿಡ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ triangular in shape. This age pyramids like triangular in shape. Okay, then the second one, stable population. See, stable population ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ the almost pre-reproductive individuals and reproductive individuals are almost equal, almost same. Okay, see ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, that is called stable population. See here, this age pyramids resembles a bell-shaped structure. A bell-shaped structure. Okay, bell-shaped pyramid. Okay, it's also called as bell-shaped pyramid. Okay, so decline population. See, in this pyramid we can observe compared to reproductive individuals, the post-reproductive individuals and the pre-reproductive individuals are very less. Okay, see here ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ death rate high ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, death rate ಏನು high ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So here the population shows negative growth. Okay, so the pyramid shape is urn-shaped. Urn-shaped ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಈ ಭರಣಿ ರೀತಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ತರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ urn-shaped ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, urn-shaped pyramids. Totally 3 pyramids. Okay, the pyramids reflects the growth status of human population. It may be expanding ಅಂದ್ರೆ increasing ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗುಲರ್ ಶೇಪ್ಡ್ pyramids ಅಲ್ಲಿ showing the population is increasing, and in case of ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸಿಂಗ್ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಿಂಗ್ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ನಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದ pre-reproductive individuals and reproductive individuals are almost same, almost equal. Okay, the last one is the decline population. Okay, and it's also called urn-shaped pyramids. So in these pyramids, compared to pre-reproductive individuals and post-reproductive individuals, the reproductive individuals are more. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ death rate high ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, the population shows negative growth. So the age pyramid is urn-shaped. Okay, yes, the next one attribute is population size. What is population size? ಏನು population size ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Okay, see here, the number of individuals of a species in per unit area. Number of individuals of species per unit area. ಓಕೆ, ಈಗ ಪರ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಏರಿಯಾ ಅಂತಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ನಾವು ಪರ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಮೀಟರ್ಗಾದ್ರೂ ತಗೋಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ ಪರ್ ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ಗಾದ್ರೂ ತಗೋಬಹುದು. ಓಕೆ, ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಈಗ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ 1 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್? ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಈಗ ಈಗ 1 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ಗೆ 1000 ಪೀಪಲ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದೇ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ನ 1 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ಗೆ 3000 ಪೀಪಲ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, 3000 ಪೀಪಲ್ಸ್. ಸಿ ಫಾರ್ ಪರ್ ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ಗೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ದ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಸೈಜ್ ಅಥವಾ ದ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ವೇರಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಎಸ್, ದ ಸೈಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಟೆಲ್ ಹಸ್ ಎ ಲಾಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಹ್ಯಾಬಿಟಾಟ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಸೈಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ದ ಸೈಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಶೋಸ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಸ್ ಇನ್ ದೇರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಬಿಟಾಟ್. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಆ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಟೈಗರ್ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸಿ ದ ಟೈಗರ್ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಶೋಯಿಂಗ್ ದೇರ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಸ್ ಇನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಬಿಟಾಟ್. ಸ್ಟೇಟಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಎ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಆರ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಆರ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ಸ್ ರಿಲೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಅದರ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಆ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಟೈಗರ್ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬೇರೆ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳು ಅಥವಾ ಬೇರೆ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದ ಸೈಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಟೆಲ್ ಅಸ್ ಎ ಲಾಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಹ್ಯಾಬಿಟಾಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇಫ್ ವಿ ವಿಶ್ ಟು ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಗೇಟ್ ಎಕಾಲಜಿಕಲ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ in population, yes, what is ecological process? See, ecological process is chemically or biologically or physically events or actions that links to organisms and its environment. That is called ecological process. Okay, if we wish to investigate ecological process in population, be it come out of competition with other species and the impact of predators and the effect of pesticides applications. So we always evaluate them in terms of any change in the population size. Okay, so for example, Siberian cranes at Bharatpur wetland in any year shows less than 10 birds, but the single celled algae, this is called Chlamydomonas. The Chlamydomonas shows millions of growth. The Chlamydomonas algae shows millions of cells in pond. Okay, the total number is the generally most appropriate measure of population density, but in some cases there are meaningless and difficult to determine and meaningless. For example, 200 carrot grass in area. So the scientific name for carrot grass, Parthenium hysterophorus. Parthenium hysterophorus. This is the scientific name for carrot grass plant. Consider area has 200 carrot grass plants. In between, presence of a huge banyan tree. And it produces number of branches. Say, these are all carrot plants. Okay, and this is huge banyan tree. It produces number of roots and it has a large canopy. Okay, but the population size of banyan tree is low relative to carrot grass plants. See, in this case we have to measure the population size by taking percentage of cover and biomass. Yes, so this is the meaningful to measure the population size in this case. Okay, so in some ecological investigation there is no need to know about absolute population size or absolute population density. So because of if we collect the number of fishes per one time, so we can find out or we can measure the its population density in lake. So similar to tiger census by pug marks and fecal pellets In this way we can find out the population growth. Yes, so what is population growth? Say population growth means increasing the population size, or population density. Okay, yes, see, the size of a population for any species is not a static parameters. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರಲ್ಲ. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಥಿರವಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಸೈಜ್ ಇಸ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆನ್ ಸಮ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್. ಏನೇನು ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅದು? ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್? ದ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಸೈಜ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆನ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್. ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್? So food availability and predation pressure and adverse weather. See, these are the factors. The population size or the population density depend on these factors. Okay, so these factors changes the population size or population density. Okay, so and it gives us some idea about what's happening in population size, which means whether it is flourishing, which means increasing, or declining, other decreasing, increase ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ, ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ ಅಂತ ಇದೊಂದು these factors gives idea about population size. Okay, and there are some process that fluctuate the population size. ಏನು ಫ್ಲಕ್ಚುಯೇಷನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಹ್ಯಾಬಿಟಾಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಓಕೆ, ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ಸಮ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಫ್ಲಕ್ಚುಯೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ಫ್ಲಕ್ಚುಯೇಟ್ ದ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಸೈಜ್ ಆರ್ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ? ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ 4 process which are fluctuate the population size. Okay, so yes, list that process. One is natality. Okay, and the second one is mortality. The third one is immigration. The last one is emigration. Okay, so these are all the process which are fluctuate the population density or population size. Okay, the population density. So the population density, it represent capital N. This is for a process which are fluctuates the population density or population size. Okay, there are 4 processes. The first one is natality. See, natality andre adding individuals in population. Okay, adding individuals or the number of births in the population. So adding individuals in population or number of births in population. Mortality ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ number of deaths in population. So negative, ಇಲ್ಲಿ positive. Okay, the remaining 2 are immigration ಅಂದ್ರೆ means adding same kind of species to the habitat. ಈಗ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಸೈಜ್ ಆರ್ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಹ್ಯಾಬಿಟಾಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ, ಆ ಹ್ಯಾಬಿಟಾಟ್ಗೆ ಇಮಿಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಗೋದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೇಮ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಪೀಶೀಸ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಬಿಟಾಟ್ಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್, ಇಟ್ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಐ. ಓಕೆ, ದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಮಿಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟ್, which means the species left the habitat, eliminate. Okay, or eliminate. So illi the sign ಏನು minus. Okay, so the symbol E. Yes, so there is a formula for about this fluctuation process in population density. Okay, there is a formula about this fluctuation process in population density or population size. Okay, so n is considered as population density at time t. At time t, then its density at time t. So t plus 1 is n t plus 1 equal to nt plus natality plus immigration minus mortality plus elimination or emigration. Okay, so this is the formula, the fluctuation process in a population density. Okay, say n represent population density at a time t, then its density at a time t plus 1 is nt plus 1 equal to nt plus natality and plus immigration minus mortality plus emigration. So this is the formula. See here you can observe the natality and immigration both are contribute to increase the size of population. Increase the size of population. Okay, both natality and immigration increase the size of population, but mortality and emigration decrease the size of population. Decreases the size of population. Decreases the size of population. Under normal conditions, both birth rate and death rate is important factor influencing the population density. Population density.